Rakdos Midrange. Let's talk about it. So I originally wanted to brew something that that would use Master of Cruelties and basically just a whole bunch of removal. So basically we drop a Master of Cruelties and remove everything from their board and just swing freely. So this was really just the inspiration for the list. Um, it sort of went, it sort of grew into what you see now. So we'll talk about the creatures, starting with Master and Sire. So these are basically these two and Grizzlebrand to an extent act as finishers really. Uh, there's lots of interactions between. So there's lots of ways Master won't actually kill. He'll just get to one. So there's lots of ways to finish that off in this deck. There's Staff of Nin, which acts as both a draw engine on turn 6 and as well as dealing 1 damage. There's the Spears, there's Bonfires, and then there's Stensia, which is just a criminally underplayed land. Sire acts as a really powerful 6-drop because Sire this deck really wants to it doesn't want to fight an honorable duel. It wants to drag you down into the mud and get you into a dogfight because that's where it's got the advantage. When we both discard, I'm at a huge advantage. Just already from having a 6/4 on the board, but also because I've got Staff and I've got Underworld Connections. And you know, if I sire with either one of these on the board, I've just got a huge advantage because we're just top decking now. Except I'll be drawing 2 cards per turn. My opponent will be drawing 1. So, Sire and Master. There's a Singleton Grizzlebrand. I mean, there's no ramp in this deck, so any Grizzlebrand casted is going to be legit casted. So I only wanted 1 of because seeing multiples in your hand when you're at like 4 mana on board is just depressing. So it's really just a Singleton in there. He's a what if draw. I wanted a 2-drop creature, and Gloom Surgeon, a playset of Gloom Surgeon, a playset of Nighthawk, puts his deck in a really good position against aggro, even on main, before even sideboard comes into the picture. It's got a great matchup against aggro because of these 4 cards main board. Gloom can fight, can go into combat with anything. Just about the only thing that I have to worry about with Gloom is Trample. Singleton Olivia and 2 Bloodlines. Bloodlines is really, they act as the threat before the threats, really, if that makes sense. I started with 2 Bloodlines and 1 Olivia. I was going to test it, see if I like 1 Bloodline and 2 Olivias better, but so far this seems to be working best. 1 Olivia, 2 Bloodlines, really. So those are the creatures. This is Staff of Nin. Underworld Connections, 2 main board. These come out against aggro, staying against everything else. So the deck runs a lot of removal. 4 Spears, 2 Slips, 2 Knights, 3 Dreadboars, and then 3 Bonfires for blowing stuff up. You'll note that I chose to play Stensia, and I feel like this land is just, I mean, it's expensive. I feel like for 6 mana, you should be able to hit target creature or player for 6 mana. I don't think 2 damage to a creature or player for 6 mana is in any way overpowered, but this is the Innistrad utility land that you rarely ever see played, and I just feel like it should see more play. If you're playing red and black and you don't have to worry about every land being a certain color, like if you're playing Geralf's Messengers, then you should be playing Stensia Bloodhall. It's great. You can kill planeswalkers with just lands. You can pressure your opponent with just lands, and then even in bonus, it combos quite well with Master. If I can play a Master on turn 5, get a free swing, and drop this on turn 6, or I already have it on turn 6 and drop the 6th land, then that's pretty much game. Which I do in one of the matches I'm about to upload. I basically kill an opponent on turn 6 with just that. 3 caverns, usually naming demon. Against control, we want that demon cavern into a Sire. That's really our best play. One of our best plays against control. In the sideboard, 2 Witchbane Orbs. Mainly for decks that run Slaughter Games, Rakdos Return, types of deal like that. Grafdigger's Case for graveyard shenanigans. Rakdos Charm, the same thing really, but it also gives me the ability to use the artifact disruption thing. Devour Flesh. These are for ban enchantments or for any deck that's playing really tough to get rid of. Hexproof creatures. Liliana comes in against control and sometimes against aggro as well. She fits. I'm even thinking about possibly making a place for 2 of her main board because the deck doesn't have any planeswalkers, and it could do with 2 Lilianas maybe. But I'm not sure yet what to cut for. I guess I could cut 2 removal spells maybe. Mutilates, aggro, and then Slaughter Games. We bring those in. Usually against control, sometimes against combo decks, sometimes against decks where it's going to be problematic cards. So this is the Rakdos Midrange, and we're going to get some games with it. Oh wow, this is a pretty barren hand. We're going to ship that one. Oh wow, this one's technically worse. Do we? I mean, yeah, I think we'll go down to 5 on this one. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see what can be done with 4. Probably not much. Especially not against control. Maybe it's not control. Who just flings a Boros Charm at someone's face? Like, what? Why? Why would you do that? Especially at 20 life? Who just... Okay. Maybe it's some sort of new burn deck or something. I have no idea. We're just flinging Boros Charms. Like, that's a thing now. Wow, that was... Huh. Another one? Oh. I'm not really sure what I'm facing. I think I know what I'm facing, but I don't think it would be throwing Boros Charms at my face, so I'm not really sure what I'm facing. You know, I have to take the 2 here, which I don't really want to do. Those Boros Charms actually did kind of hurt, despite them not making very much sense. Reckoner, okay. Reckoner dies. Let's just move them out the way. Get you down to 1. Master of Cruelties with the power swing. If he taps out, staffing in next turn just outright wins us the game. Yes. Fantastic. Land. Woo! Great game. Okay, so am I playing American Midrange, or am I playing some sort of weird aggro brew? I honestly don't know what I'm facing, man, but do I like, from what I've seen, I might possibly want either Lilianas or Mutilates, and it's really hard to call at this point. Let's try just one of each and just call it there. The 2 Gloom Surgeons? Yeah, I don't... Well, if it is aggro, I'm going to want those Gloom Surgeons. So, maybe a Gloom Surgeon and I don't know. Slip takes care of Reckoner, which I'm going to want it to. I'm going to want the max amount of cards that can take care of Reckoner without hitting me back. So maybe a Spear. Oh, wow, 2 Sires. Lots of removal, but no. I mean, I am on the draw. Yeah, I'll keep this. Yeah, that certainly makes the hand look better now. We'll attach that to one of our blacks, since we'll probably need that one red that we have right now. Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, he's paying 2, so he's got a 4-drop coming. Or what does he have coming? Okay, so we're looking at Angel Serenity. Cool. We'll name Demon in this one. If it's an Angel Serenity, that means I have to tap the black that I want for Underworld to kill it instantly, so I won't kill it instantly. I'll want to draw. Okay, so maybe not an Angel Serenity. Interesting. Is paying 2 life really worth drawing that card while you have 6 cards in hand? I don't know. I'm questioning the decisions my opponent is making. So we really want to get rid of that, and we kind of have to blow the black that we would have wanted. Well, can we take the 5? I mean, no. Let's not. Drawing a single card at 5 cards in hand isn't worth taking 5. And if I play this means I again can't use the yeah, let's get some cards on board. So it's definitely a creature-based strategy. It's not this doesn't look like a control or even a. Okay, so okay, so he's alright. So he's doubling his pleasure and doubling his fun. Sounds good. Cool. Let's draw. Ready to play land. So I guess next turn, Sovereign Sanity can happen, and that leaves us at a huge advantage since we have this down. I don't want him angeling that Snapcaster, so maybe I should get rid of it now. Yeah, I might as well, since my hand might not exist anymore next turn. So, do I use Slip or do I want to use Spear? Let's use Slip. So, okay, that's fine by me. Let's just kill it now. Take that 3. I don't want Siren Sandy to have to deal with that. And down he goes. Oh wow, so he had a clone, a dissipate, Restoration Angel, Zori Storm. Interesting. Well, this game just got good for me. I'm in a really great board state because now we've both got no cards in hand, except I've got a board and I'm also capable of drawing 2 cards per turn. discard the dissipate, please. This is done afterwards, so I get to keep that card and have no use for it, really. This game is probably over next turn, unless he pulls a dissipate. Not dissipate, a supreme verdict or return this. Yeah, that's it. That's the power of Sire with Underworld Connections.